It gives you confidence that we're eventually going to break through. We're eventually going to keep going. It gives the attackers confidence. And to me, it was more about team defending than individuals. It was a really good compact unit, and I thought we made it very difficult for them. They could keep the ball one place, and that was in the back, and everywhere else was difficult.
You mentioned confidence in that answer. Are these two shutouts in a row, can they be really important to kind of help stabilize the defense a little bit moving forward?
I think so. I mean, part of the plan was, okay, how can we put ourselves into position to win more games, and the starting point for that is our playing style, but it's then not conceding goals. And when I look at these the stat sheet, what I'm impressed with is we almost had 90% passing completion in the second half, and we still were able to hold them without a shot. So we're keeping the ball. We're moving the ball well, and we're able to defend well.
In each of these last two MLS games, you managed one goal. Obviously, the shutout gets you a win, but is the offense a little more stagnant than you want it right now?
I don't think so. I think it's, again, to me, there were enough in these games. I think it's going to look a little bit different, right? And we have to get used to that. It's still going to be our style. But the chances, they probably won't be, 8 shots on goal. It's probably going to be fewer chances, but high-quality opportunities. And I think today we're in position to create real high-quality opportunities. And there was a little bit missing, but I liked how we were threatening.
Going back to the defending as a unit, not only did they not allow a shot on goal, none of the back line, you committed a foul. Was there really anything else you were looking for tonight, or was it that's pretty much a good performance from a back line as you can hope for?
I thought it was good. I mean, there was a couple times they played between our lines in the first half and got into the center. We wanted to address that. Second half, a couple balls over the top, we could have done better on. But, the guys have been putting in a ton of work. And to see it pay off on the stadium field is gratifying for them because they've been working so hard in training.
Justin said last week that he's been a little bit banged up and it might have cost him some of his explosiveness. Given the rest he's had and the chance he's had to recover over the last couple of weeks, did you see a different guy, especially on that goal tonight?
He's getting there. He's getting there. He's a player that can put himself in position to really hurt the other team, and he's getting some of that back. I think together in this particular game with him and Kakuta, there's a real explosiveness there.
You mentioned the phrase they'll have to get used to it with this new formation. Have you seen enough from the three at the back to commit to it a little more? And I'm sure you'll still have some flexibility, but to maybe have for that to be plan A instead of plan B.
I think we have our playing style. We have the way we want to play. We want to dominate the ball. We want to move the ball around quickly, and we can do it in both formations. So now it's about personnel, and now it's about opponent. What's the opponent doing, and who do we have healthy who can be on the field.
Like Pat, given no Federico, you said you liked big chances created. I guess is that good to see the team perform offensively without him, and then how is he doing moving forward?
Yeah, I mean, I think with him, it's different because he can control the game so well, and he can make something out of nothing, and his passing is exceptional. So you miss a little bit of quality. There's no question. But without him, we have to still play our game, and I think tonight we did that.
Harrison seemed like he pulled up a little bit late in the first half with the thigh. How's he doing? Is that the same thing he was dealing with?
It is the same thing, and it is the thigh, so we're going to have to evaluate it. But I think it was the same thing, and I don't think it's severe, though.
Martinez got his first regular season action tonight, even a limited minutes, but what did you think of how he did?
I thought it was good. He's a gamer. He's a guy that understands what that end of the game should look like, and he can control it really well. I think you see his poise for a 20-year-old is great. And when you look at the guys on our team, the age of the guys that played, we have a young group. Number of guys on the field at the end under the age of 23.
Quick turnaround. Get to face the same team again on Wednesday, this time in their house. What changes do you anticipate Philly making? Maybe putting in a better performance, hopefully, for them against you guys?
I think they're going to come out strong. I think they're going to come out and try to pressure us early, try to create chances early, and try to put us on our back foot. I think they'll probably push more numbers forward early in the game, and we're going to have to adapt to that. But I like how we're set up. I think we have speed, and the counterattack will always be dangerous.
Going back to Justin for a minute, do you feel like he's a guy who can respond to this, perceived all-star snub, if you will, and use it as some fire and some extra motivation for himself?
Things happen like that that you don't expect. I mean, we probably all expected him to be an all-star this season, the way he was playing and the chances he was creating, and things happen that you can't control. And he's a guy that he'll continue to work hard, and he'll be an all-star in his career.
Will had obviously playing a little bit more forward with this formation. Played a couple nice balls, including one Ola early. What do you think of him being a little bit more?
That's what we need in that position. We need range of passing, because what it will do is it will soften up the space between the lines. So we need those guys. I thought Alex was exceptional in the second half, hitting balls also that will open up space, and then we get our attacking midfielders into play with balls in the pocket, and we become much more dangerous.
A few more questions, Andrew?
Any idea on Pipa's time frame?
It's day to day. I know that sounds pretty vague, but it's literally a type of injury that if he wakes up tomorrow and the pain is alleviated, he could train tomorrow. So it's day to day. We're communicating with him. He's communicating on where he's at, and we go from there.
Are you being conscious at this stage of one of those things?
No, again, I think it's something where he has pain, and it's not something to push through. So when the pain is subsides, he'll be back.
Second time in a row we've seen Lawless in the starting lineup. Seemed like he made a few key tackles tonight. Do you see his confidence starting to build with each incremental performance?
I think so. I think so. I think, to me, there was a play in the Frankfurt game that showed how his confidence is growing. And it's nice to see. You hope when young players get chances that they take their opportunity and go from there. And, we're certainly seeing something from Lawless these last couple of games.
Anything else? All right, thank you, everyone.
Thanks, guys.